and quoting prices in the wintertime, not the average across the year? In my opinion, yes. And it's convenient because this pipeline, not just this pipeline, there's pipelines all over the state that are being debated. I think it's quite convenient this comes out. But I don't go my opinion, let's go on the facts. Massachusetts gas price, okay? And this is the sold to electric power generation. This isn't just a wide open price of all natural gas. This is succinct right to electric generation. So you see, this is 2002, 2014, same thing, spikes, valleys. So we don't have enough gas in Massachusetts. We're at the end of the pipeline. That's what you're going to hear. I've heard that. And we are. So our prices are spiking because we don't have enough throughput. The pipes aren't big enough. We don't have enough gas to it. Well, let's go to Pennsylvania, which has all the gas now. The shale gas, they're virtually almost identical. With the exception of one spike, 2013, which is likely because of all the conversions that were going on at the same time. But the history is exact. It doesn't support that notion that the throughput's not there. And quite frankly, if the throughput's not there, well, that's the gas company's problem. They're making incredible profits off of electric generation using natural gas, but they're essentially stealing our natural gas. Essentially, if there is a deficit of gas, it's not going to be because of what we use, it's because of all these electric generation power plants which use huge amounts of gas. Similar to what a city would use in one single day is what the electric generation plants use. And I also should note, which also doesn't support their argument, when a gas price is the highest in the wintertime, when the use is the most. When his electric price is the highest in the summertime, when the most use. Electric, everybody's air conditioners are on, et cetera. So they offset each other quite a bit. And like I said, when electric generation is in high demand, it's when gas is not in high demand. Next. 2014 gas electric power prices. This is the past 6 months. The latest I had was September. The price down to $4.33. And yet in the news, the same month and a month later, that these skyrocketing electric generation prices for gas. It's not true. Next one. And if you see, this is, again, a historical fate that back in the 1990s of the same electric power generation prices. Right now we're at $4.33. That's one of the lowest averages we've had if you go across 10 years.
Excuse me, what does this got to do with safety?
Well,
Forget this cost factor. Go on with your safety.
Some people may be more interested in some other things. So.
If I might interpret, one of the big arguments that they are using to put gas on the gas pipeline is that they'll otherwise have very high prices. They're saying
Correct.
yes. Is that very
I'm almost done. Next. And one more thing on this. I'm almost done. Tennessee pipeline supply. Again, we're out of gas up here. Well, the white colors are where there's no threat to gas supply. Connecticut, Massachusetts. The red is completely constrained, which is down here in, looks like West Virginia. And then the orange is where it's only 10% left in capacity. I just pulled this off the web 2 days ago. That's what the supplies are. Next. For closing, I just want to make, these are my opinions. I've done this for a long time. I'm not an expert in natural gas transmission pipelines, but I know where the causes, where the dangers are. I've responded to countless gas leaks. I know how dangerous it can be. I've investigated, as I said earlier, countless gas explosions. This pipeline does not belong in this neighborhood, and the gas companies know it, and the regulators know it. So it's important that the public know this, and know what the hazards are, and know what the many hazards, not just one, not just two. There's several involved, and I hope I covered most of them. The gas companies, the electric companies are going to call me a liar, anticipated, and debate everything I've said, and discount everything I've said. Well, it's $1 billion business we're talking about, which is why I check on my car every time I stop my car. This is big money, and no matter what I came up here and said today, they have the opposite opinion, and that's fine. Everybody make their own decision. I'm just letting you know up front what my experience is with the gas company. And then last questions? One more minute. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Within luck, we'll have a second microphone available momentarily for questions and answers. I'm going to ask, given the time we're constraints we're under, for people to be concise, maybe take a minute to ask your questions. We don't have time for long speeches. We can have other discussions later on. I will call on people to start with. The gentleman in the back. That's you, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Phil Downey, I'm a 50-year retired member of high school. I don't dispute what you said. I do